Hi, how you guys doing? My name's Kwame. I'm the Nike Econ. I'm gonna take you guys through the sneaker bus, the Air Max bus actually. So the bus itself is actually in the shape of the original 1987 box for the Air Max. Originally it was a lift box, so we recreated it to bring people into it and enjoy pretty much this 30th birthday celebration of Air Max. As you're gonna see, there's grail shoes, 30 grails. 30 grails pretty much represent how the Air Max one's not just a shoe, it's also a piece of art. And this is a piece of art that we've allowed people to pretty much put their spin, their creativity on it and give it a new life. Each of these shoes tell a story, and we're happy that the silhouette of the Air Max one has been pretty much a canvas for artists across the world to express themselves. And these grails are pretty much up for people's opportunity to actually buy if you come by the Air Max bus. Behind me is behind the camera obviously is the Nike Revolutionary, Never Ends, pretty much the genealogy of the airbag. What we started with in 1987, and even before that, in 1977, there was a man named Frank Rudy. He was an aerospace engineer, and he actually went to Phil Knight with the idea of creating an airbag and putting it inside of the shoe. The reason being is airbags, as opposed to foams at the time, were more resilient and they lasted longer. So they're just pushing the sneaker culture forward. Fast forward to 1987, Reebok's actually kicking a sneaker game, and Nike has to do something to disrupt that. Phil Knight allegedly had a 24-hour challenge all of our top sneaker designers create something that disrupts the marketplace. Lucky for us, someone who wasn't a sneaker designer actually put his little 2 cents in, and he came up with the idea of making invisible air. Many of you guys know him because now he's a legend. It's Tinker Hatfield. Just for your own understanding, Tinker Hatfield was an architect by design, so he was able to take what he saw in the past and use it for the shoe. When he traveled to Paris, he saw a structure called Le Centre Pompidou. And literally when you look at that piece of architecture, everything about that building is exposed. So the piping, the wiring, the tubing, the idea of literally bearing your soul for one to see. And the really dope thing about it, at the time of its creation, people thought it was an eyesore. People thought it wasn't conventional. They didn't understand it. And now it's going on to be a piece of art. The same thing with the Air Max. At the time of its release, internally and externally, people weren't in love with the shoe. But we understood it was a bigger purpose and the idea of pushing the culture forward. Obviously, it's a running culture because at the end of the day, Air Max was a running shoe. Even though it's a dope streetwear style right now, but at the time, it was a running shoe. And the idea of giving people the comfort to know this is what was inside of your shoe, this is what's propelling you forward, and this is what we believed in. So, throughout the years, as you can see through this genealogy, you'll see different airbags, all with different reconstruction, literally leading us to the idea of being able to run on air. At the end of the day, that's what the Air Max was supposed to show. Get rid of the foam and put air. So throughout the years, we had the 90s, a classic, I'm assuming all over Canada, especially in Toronto area. Anybody who went to uniform school had a pair of these in all black. Refurbishing the airbag, making it stronger, to the 91s. The 91s were the first ones that actually was a part of the traction system of the shoe. Fast forward to the 93s, the robust back to allow stiffness and support for the heel. 95s, definitely a classic. First time we actually had a full bag zoom in the front so that you could actually see. Definitely revolutionized the game. Then we go to 97. 97 was the first time we had from toe to heel full zoom airbag. And then 2016, 2017, we were able to get rid of all the foam. Literally, we had the traction at the bottom, an airbag, and an upper. And that leads us to 2017, what we're debuting today. Well, not today, but on March 26th for Air Max Day, the Vapor Max. Literally a culmination of a dream. All of these toolings were pretty much steps to bring us to where we are today. The idea of having an upper just made out of fly knit, minimal tooling in between, and an airbag as well as a traction, all air. Literally the lightest silhouette we got. 30s never looked so good.